Can I share something honest with you? I hear from so many women who say they feel invisible after 60. They walk into a room and feel overlooked, underestimated, or dismissed. And I always ask them the same question. When was the last time you truly invested in how you present yourself? Because here's a secret that took me years to learn. When you feel beautiful, others see it too. Not because you're trying to look 30 again, but because confidence is magnetic at any age. And sometimes, all it takes is the perfect haircut to reignite that inner light. A style that makes you do a double take in the mirror and think, there I am, I've been looking for her. What I'm about to show you are 4 haircuts that have become absolute game changers for women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. These aren't trendy styles that'll look dated next season. They're classic, refined cuts with modern touches that bring out your natural beauty. Each one is carefully chosen to address the unique changes our hair goes through, the thinning, the texture shifts, the different way it falls around our faces. And the best part? They're incredibly forgiving and easy to manage. You won't need a team of stylists or a bathroom full of products. Just a good cut, a little know-how, and the willingness to see yourself through fresh eyes. I'll break down each style, show you who it works best for, and give you the exact language to use with your stylist so you get the results you want. So grab your favorite cup of tea, settle in, and let's find your signature look. One that makes you feel like the radiant woman you've always been. If you're ready to find your perfect style, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss future tips. Now, let's jump into these 4 game-changing haircuts. Haircut 1. The textured chin-length bob. Let's start with a style that's become my personal favorite for women wanting elegance with ease. The textured chin-length bob. Here's what makes this cut so special. It sits right at that sweet spot where your jaw meets your neck, creating a natural lift that draws attention to your best features. The texture comes from strategic layering throughout, not chunky pieces, but soft, graduated sections that give your hair natural body and movement. This isn't your mother's blunt bob. Think of it more as a modern interpretation, slightly longer in front, gently angled, with just enough variation in length to keep things interesting. The result? Your face looks instantly more sculpted, your neck appears longer, and there's a youthful energy that comes from all that beautiful movement. What I love most is how forgiving this cut is. If your hair has thinned over the years, the layers create the illusion of density without looking overdone. If you're dealing with a mix of textures, maybe some waves here, some straight sections there, this cut actually embraces that variety and makes it work for you. Styling is beautifully simple. After washing, apply a lightweight volumizing mousse to damp hair, focusing on the roots. Then either blow dry with a round brush for polish, or let it air dry about 80% of the way, and finish with a quick blast of cool air. Total time? Maybe 7 minutes. For maintenance, book a trim every 6 to 7 weeks. This keeps the shape fresh and prevents those wispy ends that can age you. And here's a pro tip. Ask your stylist to add a few face-framing pieces around your cheekbones. They catch the light beautifully and give you that subtle glow we're all after. This cut works gorgeously with every hair color imaginable. Silver looks sophisticated and contemporary. Warm browns feel rich and dimensional. Blonde variations bring brightness right to your face. Whatever shade you're rocking, this style enhances it. The textured chin-length bob is for the woman who wants to look polished without fuss, current without chasing trends, and absolutely beautiful on her own terms. Ready for something a bit more daring? Let's talk about our second cut. Haircut 2, the soft tapered pixie. Now, I understand that going short can feel like a big leap, but hear me out. The soft tapered pixie might just be the most liberating decision you ever make. This isn't about looking boyish or severe. Today's pixie for mature women is all about softness and femininity. The key word here is tapered. Your stylist will create gentle graduation from slightly longer on top, maybe 2 to 3 inches, down to shorter, softly blended sides. Nothing harsh, nothing extreme. What this does is remarkable. It opens up your entire face, puts your eyes front and center, and highlights your bone structure in ways that longer hair sometimes hides. If you've got beautiful cheekbones or a graceful neck, this cut will showcase them. Here's the practical magic. This is probably the lowest maintenance style you'll ever have. Wake up, run your fingers through with a tiny bit of texturizing cream, and you're done. Maybe 60 seconds, tops. No wrestling with blow dryers, no worrying about humidity, no bad hair days that ruin your mood. For women experiencing significant thinning, especially at the crown, this cut is transformative. Short hair with strategic layering at the top naturally appears fuller and more vibrant. You're not trying to stretch thin hair over your scalp. Instead, you're working with what you have to create maximum impact. Color becomes even more stunning in a pixie. Gray hair takes on an almost luminous quality. It becomes a statement, not something you're hiding. If you color your hair, the richness of the shade is more visible, more vivid, more you. Comfort is another beautiful benefit. If you're dealing with hot flashes or live somewhere warm, the coolness and freedom of short hair is genuinely life-changing. No more hair sticking to your neck, no more overheating. Styling variations are simpler than you'd think. Sweep it to one side for romance, add a decorative pin or small barrette for evening elegance, tousle it for casual weekends. This cut adapts to your mood and your plans. One important note: find a stylist who truly specializes in shortcuts. Bring multiple photos from different angles. Discuss the exact length you want on top versus the sides. A pixie done well is art. A pixie done poorly is just short hair. Choose your stylist carefully. The soft tapered pixie is for the woman ready to feel free, confident, and refreshingly herself. But maybe you're not ready to go that short. Let's look at option 3. Haircut 3. The shoulder-grazing lob with subtle layers. This cut is what I call the diplomat. It pleases everyone, suits almost every face shape, and never goes out of style. The lob, short for long bob, ends right at your shoulders or just above your collarbone. It's paired with subtle internal layers that create movement without sacrificing the overall length or weight of your hair. These aren't dramatic layers you can see clearly. They're hidden sections that give your hair life and bounce from within. Why this works so beautifully after 60? It offers the best of both worlds. You maintain length for versatility, updos, ponytails when needed, that feeling of traditional femininity, while getting the freshness and manageability of a shorter style. The cut gently frames your face, softening your entire appearance. When styled with a slight wave or bend at the ends, it creates an elegant, face-hugging silhouette that minimizes any heaviness in the jaw and brings attention upward to your eyes and cheekbones. This style is incredibly kind to aging hair. Because it's not too long, your hair doesn't get weighed down or look stringy. Because it's not too short, you're not exposing thin spots or dealing with daily styling demands. It's the Goldilocks of haircuts, just right. Versatility is where this cut truly shines. Part it down the center for a balanced, modern look. Shift to a deep side part for instant volume and drama. Add curtain bangs or side-swept fringe to soften your forehead. Tuck one side behind your ear for asymmetry. Curl it for special occasions. Wear it straight for everyday elegance. Color looks exceptional in a lob because there's enough length to show dimension. Consider subtle highlights that brighten your face, or go for a rich single shade that adds depth. Both approaches work beautifully. Styling is straightforward, but gives you options. For a sleek look, blow dry smooth with a paddle brush. For texture and movement, scrunch in some sea salt spray and let it air dry. For polish, use a large barrel curling iron to create gentle bends through the bottom half. Maintenance sits comfortably at every 8 to 9 weeks for trims. You want to keep those ends healthy and prevent any thinning or splitting that makes hair look older than it needs to. The shoulder-grazing lob with subtle layers is for the woman who appreciates classic beauty, values flexibility, and wants a style that works effortlessly from morning coffee to evening gatherings. Now let's talk about our fourth and final cut, and this one might surprise you. Haircut 4. The angled long bob with face-framing highlights. Here's our boldest choice, a cut with built-in drama that still maintains sophistication and grace. The angled long bob starts longer in the front, often at your collarbone, and gradually becomes shorter as it moves toward the back, ending at about mid-neck level. This creates a beautiful slope, a visual line that naturally draws the eye forward and upward, making your profile look lifted and sculpted. What makes this cut particularly stunning for women over 60 is how it plays with perspective. That forward angle creates length where you want it, around your face, while keeping the back short enough to feel fresh, light, and easy to manage. The angle itself is customizable. You can go subtle, just a slight difference between front and back, or more pronounced for a bolder statement. Either way, the effect is the same. Instant modernity, instant polish, instant confidence. Here's where the magic really happens. Face-framing highlights. These are strategic, lighter pieces placed right around your face, your temples, the hair that falls near your cheeks, maybe a few wisps near your forehead. They brighten your complexion, minimize shadows, and create the illusion of sunlight constantly kissing your features. Together, the angled cut and those bright pieces work like a natural filter. They soften, they illuminate, they take years off your appearance without looking like you tried too hard. This style particularly excels for women with round or square face shapes because the sharp angle creates definition and length. But honestly, with the right adjustments, it flatters nearly everyone. Styling offers you choices. Blow it straight and sleek for sophisticated edge. Add loose waves for soft romance. Tuck one side back for casual asymmetry. The angle means your hair always looks intentional, never accidental. Maintenance here is a bit more involved than the other cuts. You'll want trims every 5 to 6 weeks to keep that angle sharp and prevent it from growing out unevenly. The highlights will need refreshing every 8 to 12 weeks, depending on how contrasted you go. But here's what you get in return. A hairstyle that announces you're still bold, still evolving, still willing to turn heads. This isn't a safe choice. It's a statement. The angled long bob with face-framing highlights is for the woman who's ready to embrace her audacious side, who wants people to notice her confidence, and who understands that age is just a number. Style is forever. Hair care essentials. Now that we've covered 4 stunning cuts, let's talk about keeping your hair healthy, vibrant, and camera-ready every single day. After 60, our hair needs different care. Not more complicated, just more thoughtful. Let's break it down simply. Start with your shampoo. Switch to sulfate-free formulas that clean gently without stripping away the natural oils your scalp produces less of now. Look for ingredients like argan oil, shea moisture, or keratin. Wash only 2 or 3 times weekly unless your hair gets genuinely dirty. Overwashing dries it out unnecessarily. Condition with purpose. Apply conditioner only from mid-length to ends, never at the roots unless your scalp is very dry. Once weekly, use a deep conditioning treatment and leave it on for 10 minutes while you're in the shower. This replaces moisture that age naturally depletes. Address thinning proactively. Try gentle scalp massages daily. Just a few minutes with your fingertips boosts circulation and can support healthier growth. Consider a scalp serum with ingredients like rosemary oil or peptides. They're not miracle workers, but consistent use helps. Protect from heat damage. Always, and I mean always, use a heat protectant spray before blow-drying or using hot tools. Better yet, embrace air drying when possible and save heat styling for special occasions. Feed your hair from within. Nutrition matters. Make sure you're getting adequate protein, biotin, omega-3 fatty acids, and iron. These nutrients directly impact hair health. A good multivitamin designed for mature women can fill any gaps. Upgrade your pillowcase. Silk or satin pillowcases reduce friction while you sleep, which means less breakage, less frizz, and smoother mornings. This tiny change makes a noticeable difference. Be gentle with color. If you dye your hair, stretch the time between full color applications. Use root touch-ups or glosses in between. And always choose ammonia-free formulas when possible. They're kinder to aging hair. Most importantly, be patient and kind with your hair. It's been with you through decades of life. It deserves gentle treatment, not harsh products or unrealistic expectations. When your hair is healthy, every one of these cuts looks better, lasts longer, and makes you feel more beautiful. And there you have it, 4 distinct, beautiful haircuts that can genuinely refresh how you see yourself and how the world sees you. From the effortlessly chic textured bob to the liberating soft pixie, from the versatile shoulder-length lob to the bold angled cut with highlights, each style offers something different, but they all share one quality. They honor who you are right now. You've lived, you've grown, you've earned every line, every silver strand, every moment of wisdom. Your hairstyle should reflect that journey, not hide from it. So whether you're ready to book that salon appointment tomorrow or you're still thinking it over, I hope this video gave you clarity, inspiration, and permission to invest in yourself. Because you deserve to feel beautiful. Not beautiful for your age, just beautiful, period. Now I'd love to know, which of these 4 styles spoke to you most? Drop a comment with the number, 1 for the textured bob, 2 for the pixie, 3 for the lob, or 4 for the angled cut. Your feedback helps me create more content that truly serves you. And if you found value here today, please like this video and subscribe for more style guidance, beauty tips, and confidence-building content designed specifically for women over 60. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about yourself enough to invest this time. Until we meet again, remember, your beauty hasn't faded. It's simply evolved into something richer, deeper, and more authentic than ever before. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.